Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning. It is the 10th day of October, 2023. This is the morning briefing, the time of day when I look at what's happened overnight, what's going on this morning, and give you an idea of what I'm looking at as I get my day started before I do the real job later on today and get ready for TV at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. So as I look out the window of the home weather office this morning, it's cloudy here, but if I look way off on the horizon, I can see there's a break in the clouds, and some parts of the valley are actually seeing some sunshine. And you can see that here on the satellite. So we have another little wave coming through that is going to provide a few areas, a little bit of rain late today and into tonight. I'll show you that on the models here in just a second. But as you can see, there is a little area of clearing right in here. So some are waking up to relatively clear skies. Well, we do have this area of cloud cover banked up over the west slope right here. And then you go to the other side of that. So let's say you were driving up Highway 50. You would be in sunshine in Sacramento. You'd get to the east side of Sacramento County, and then you'd be in cloud cover all the way through Placerville and Pollock Pines, and then up toward Twin Bridges. You'd break back out into sunshine before you get to Lake Tahoe. But the area that would have some rain is back in here. There could be some drizzle and mist in this cloud bank right in here. But the main area of cloud cover that could contain an area of rain for us is well out in here. So let's go through a couple of models. I'll show you the HRRR. The HRRR is a little bit wetter than the NAM is this morning. But let's see what this has to say. So this is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That area of rain is along I-5 north of Redding, so through Shasta, and then all the way down toward Lake County. Now, just like the one we saw yesterday, this will likely fall apart as it crosses the Coast Range, but this one might have a better chance of holding together well enough to bring some rain to the west slope. This is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. There's some light rain, according to this model, in Butte County and Plumas County, as well as down into the Bay Area. There's Sacramento, Stockton, Modesto, all dry, and the foothills and Sierra are dry south of Interstate 80. Again, that's 5 in the afternoon. And then this is around 10 o'clock tonight. Grass Valley getting some rain. Now this model does show some rain around Sacramento County and down to the south. Rain in Placerville, rain in Jackson, but once you get south of, let's say, Highway 4, everything is dry. That rain continues during the overnight hours. That rain does sink to the south, getting all the way down towards Sonora and Columbia and Twain Harte. And then by the time the sun comes up on Wednesday morning, that is all gone. So let me show you how much rain we are looking at. This says 2 100ths for Sacramento, but actually this model is pretty wet, as much as a half an inch of rain for parts of the west slope. So that's some pretty good rain. So let me show you what that a different model shows. Let's see what the NAM looks like. So this is 5 o'clock this afternoon. Notice that it's similar in the rain in the Coast Range, rain in Butte County to Plumas County. But this model doesn't show any rain for the valley. It does show the rain on the west slope, especially in Plumas County and around Grass Valley, Nevada City. We'd see some rain. And again, this is around, let's say, midnight tonight. And then all of that is gone by the time the sun comes up. And then total precip accumulation here does show 1 100th for Sacramento, and then a couple of tenths for parts of the west slope. So maybe as much as 1/4 of an inch in some of the wettest spots. So I find that interesting that these two models are so different in terms of the amount of rain, that this one is showing as much as a half an inch, and this model is showing, much less total precipitation. I think the NAM might be better here, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if a place like Colfax or Grass Valley, Nevada City, could see as much as 1/4 of an inch of rain. But for places like Sacramento, we may see some light rain during the evening hours, but it would be less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, and there'll be a lot of parts of the valley that don't see anything at all. All right, let's take a look at the big picture, because there's something else I want to point out here about what's going to be happening the next couple of days. And so this is our 500 millibar chart. And then here comes the little wave that's going through today and tonight. It's not the best sort of situation, kind of coming in more from the northwest, relatively moisture starved, but that's rather typical for this time of year. And then behind that, we get ridging. And so this is the day on Thursday. We should have bright sunshine. with maybe a couple of clouds. And then this is getting into Friday, Saturday. We have this flow coming off the Pacific, and while it doesn't look as though it's going to be wet, it may keep us in cloud cover. And then we get into the end of the weekend, we get another one of these ridges building. So the end of the weekend and Monday should be okay. And then we'll keep an eye on these next troughs that try to come in to maybe bring us weak chances of rain. But it doesn't look like there's anything really soaking out there, and every now and then we'll get these other ridges to bring in some dry weather. So the significance here, I'll back this up to the weekend. This is Saturday morning. The significance here is that there is an eclipse on Saturday morning that some of you may be interested in. So I want to show you what the GFS looks like here in terms of cloud cover. And I'm going to have to change this back to this. There we go. And right now, Saturday looks kind of cloudy. This is the time of the eclipse. Now, you see right here, it says BKN, broken. This little letter up here, OVC, overcast. And as you can see farther south, the clouds break up here. But this says cloud cover, 89% cloud cover. And in the Tahoe Basin, 98% cloud cover. And the area of the best eclipse in southern Oregon and down toward Winnemucca and Elko says cloud cover 100%. Now, the one thing this model will not tell you is whether or not it's 100% cirrus clouds or a solid cloud deck that you can't see the sun through. But I just wanted to bring this up in case you are planning on taking in the eclipse, that we do not know how much cloud cover there will be. It's pretty clear that we will not be seeing clear skies, but there may be enough breaks in the clouds, or the clouds may be thin enough in order to bring us a relatively good viewing of the eclipse. That's something I'll keep an eye on for the next couple of days for those of you that are planning on taking in the eclipse on Saturday morning. Just one more thing to look at. The temperature trends. So this is off the GFS, and I like to use the mean on this. The mean for today, 76 degrees. A little bit cooler on Wednesday. Even though we'll have clearing skies, there'll be a cool breeze. And Wednesday morning is going to get off to a cool start. In the afternoon, only about 72. That's about 10 degrees cooler than average. And then on Thursday, you see temperatures bounce back up. So back up to around 80, which is close to average. And then we level off into Friday and Saturday with highs up around 78 to maybe as high as 82. Obviously, the farther out in time you get, the more discrepancy you get in the models. So yeah, temperatures will be certainly staying cool throughout the rest of the week, or seasonable, let's put it that way, with temperatures around 80, and as of today the average high is 82. That is gradually sinking down to 81. So highs in the 78 to 80 range later on this week are pretty close to average. So yeah, it's going to feel like fall a little bit more than it did over the course of the weekend. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. So yeah, it does look as though there will be some rain on the west slope tonight. Nothing too big, not a gully washer, but something that you'll certainly note. And if you are in the foothills and you've been cutting firewood and getting everything stocked up for winter, make sure you just have a tarp out over them, just over the wood pile, just to make sure it doesn't get too wet during the night tonight. So, like I said, that's everything I've got for. Oh, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That means I'll have a live chat tonight on Facebook at 8 o'clock, and I'll be on TV at 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and 11. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.